In addition to the standard control surfaces of ailerons to roll the airplane, elevator to make it pitch up and down, and rudder to yaw it left and right, Pedro's incorporated a number of features. For instance, it has flaps that also act as dive belts. He's got the retract system, which is pneumatically operated, and carries multiple air tanks to drive the landing gear up and down. It is a very complex system, and twin it is a tremendous feat of modeling expertise to be able to recreate a twin-engine World War II bomber with all of the details.
Now Lou, don't forget, this B-25 that you see here is one of the later models, but the initial B-25s, this is the plane that flew off of the carrier Hornet against Japan. That was the first airstrike against mainland Japan in 1942, early 1942. This plane was a medium bomber, was not designed to be launched off of an aircraft carrier. General Jimmy Doolittle decided he was going to put together a little propaganda deal against the Japanese. Took, I believe it was 13 or 12 or 13, maybe 16, I can't remember. But anyway, it took more than 10 planes, launched this bomber off of an aircraft carrier and bombed Tokyo and a few other cities in Japan early on in the war. This plane went through several incarnations through its history. Some of them were done in the field. It was found in the Pacific Theater in particular that this aircraft was extremely effective against ships. It was designed for that, and this is one of the incarnations as an anti-ship plane. If you'll notice, Pedro's got some guns mounted on the side of this aircraft.
Pedro's now bringing the big B-24 in for a landing, setting up. Got to be very careful, coming in a little bit fast so if anything happens you can go around. Flaps down. That's what I'm talking about. You want to set it down as gently as you can, as straight as you can. Pedro didn't feel like that was the best approach, so he's going to bring it around one more time.
Damn, I'm good.
Get those planes off the runway, please. We've got a plane on final right now. Other side, other way. Big round of applause for Pedro Sanchez on a grease ending, bringing that plane right in front of us here under semi-tense times there. Back to the amount of time these guys put into making these aircraft, but we try to drive the safety lines very, very well. Make sure that you do stay behind the white lines and the fences. It's rules and regulations and actual licenses to be ahead of this line. So if all the spectators please just stay behind the fences. And do be careful around these aircraft. They are extremely expensive and highly detailed, and we really don't want any issues.
Send this thing back to Andersonville, Georgia.
You know what this pilot told me?
Ford Bryant, when he was intoxicated with DUI, he had to fly with a broom handle.
You gotta get it going that way.
Alright, hang on, here he comes. Keep your eyes, little ones, on this X1. Watch him the way he lands this thing. I think the last time we fly tomorrow will be 1 o'clock.
Down, ain't it?
Yeah, it came loose.
They'll have another announcement here, I think.
New airplane blues, man. New airplane.
Anyway, this is Mac.
Picks the clothes up and settles on the main. What a beautiful flight!
Mounted on the wheel stack, silent. That screamed when they went into a dive.
looking airplane, originally designed in about 1935.
You get everybody to kind of line up close together on the when they do the takeoff hole.
That's a good view. Get them all.
And two, you're seeing different paint schemes on these planes. These planes flew throughout the German theaters of operation. So the
Go
white
ahead, Barry.
plane, of course,
I'll follow you.
camouflage. Most likely flew on the Russian front. You've got gradations of green and gray. Some of these planes flew in North Africa early on in the war. And each of these pilots spends a lot of time detailing these planes. If you'll notice, if you get close to one, you'll see little pilot figurines inside each of the pilots.
One of the reasons the Stuka is such a popular modeling subject is that it does not have retractable landing gear, which simplifies the construction process and reduces the cost. And then there's the inherent look of the airplane with its front wing and its distinctive shape that catches the fancy of a lot of modelers. The time to build and finish one of these airplanes from 8 months to 2 years. It can take 500.
Flying as tight as they are, this is excellent examples of flying in the off short.
That you in the front, Barry?
You guys kind of close it up a little bit.
Is that you in the front, Barry? No. Okay.
You guys close it up. I can get all 4 of you in here.
Close. I got Jeff up next to. On the grass? Okay, you land on the grass. Hey, Barry, you bring.
Alright, both these Stukas are going to be either on the downwind leg, they're going to turn base, come into final. Try to put the wheels down right together. One on asphalt, one on grass. Top of the runway, here they come, look at this. Beautiful. Big round of applause for our Stuka pilots. That was working, that was awesome. In our world, that is awesome, folks, I've got to tell you. That is harder to do than you ever want to believe.
I'll tell you, look around for a second.
I'll wind up to a little more open flying.
You open the canopy?
So if you'd all like to come out and fly, please put some planes up in the air. Let's give the crowd a beautiful show.
Pilot Patrick McLaughlin.
Looks like we got an
There's Al Smith looking for something that flew off his airplane.